Hello, my name is Jemmy, and today I am going to be giving you a brief overview on JSON or JSON. JSON is a data representation format, and it is also known as JavaScript Object Notation. JSON is most commonly used for APIs and configs, and the reason we use JSON is because it's a very lightweight and easy to read or write portable data holder. Also, it integrates easily with most programming languages, such as Python or JavaScript, obviously. So that is JSON, and let's get into it. So the first thing we want to do in our code is to import JSON. Import JSON is important because if we don't have this, then it won't work. After that, we will create a JSON object. This JSON object is just like a little test for like if we load in a JSON file, then it would look something like this. So we will create this in Python by ourselves. As you can see here, this is the format of the JSON file. It has two brackets at the end, and then inside of the brackets it has commas separating each group, and then before the bracket it has three quotation marks, you can see here. And then let's look in detail. So in each comma there is like a topic, which is name, and then there's a colon, and then it will tell you what's inside the topic, which is Jemmy. So name, Jemmy, and then comma, age 12, comma, hobby, programming, soccer, games, something like that. You can see here that all of these are different types. This one's a string, this one's an integer, and then this one's a list. So yeah, you can have lots of different types of objects in Python in here, such as all of these inside of a JSON file or a JSON object. After that, we will just print out the type of this JSON to test it. Alright, let me comment this out. Sorry. Control B. So it's a string right now, but then we will convert it into a list. So let's do that. So I'm going to Control Z. So we're going to start converting it. So we're going to create another variable called converted JSON equals to JSON.loads JSON object. JSON.loads is one of the programs, or not programs, one of the programming lines they have in import JSON, and then it will load in JSON object, which is our variable we created earlier. And then after that, it will print converted JSON dot name or name. This is basically calling this topic, which is name, and then it will obviously print out Jemmy, and then it will call out hobby, and then hobby 0, which is in programming, right? Because this is a list, so you can call up specific things. So list starts at 0, so this is 0, 1, 2, like so. And then our final one is converted JSON age, and age will just call up 12 right here, which is the only thing inside of the topic. So let's run this. I'm going to comment this out. Okay, like so. You can see here it was what I predicted. Jemmy programming 12. We can change this up and we can make it more clear and more advanced, I can say. So yeah, let's do that, but after this one. So this one is with open.data.json as a JSON file. So basically, in conclusion, what this one does is basically it creates a new file called data.json, like this one. I'll delete this one first so we can look at it together. So it will create a new JSON file called data, and then it will basically put all of the information from our JSON.object into that file. So all of this, like so. And then let's run this. And as you can see, a new folder popped up like in here, and then we can see all the details: the name, Jemmy, age 12, hobby, programming, game, soccer, all that. And then after this, we will just, yeah, that's it, putting our data into data.json. And then then now let's just make the converted JSON name, converted hobby, converted age more like clear and more concise. So yeah, let's do it. So let's like pretend this is like an introduction. So let's go like, hello, my name is Jemmy. Hello, my name is, and then it will show up the name, and then we need a comma between each one, like so. Okay, and then my hobby is, or yeah, my hobby is, and then after that we'll go over here, and then we can add another thing. We can, oh, I forgot the comma, like so, and then we can add like, and I am 12, or no, and I am that blank, comma, years old at the end, years old, like so. And then we should be able to run this. If I forgot a comma, then we won't, but let's see. So yeah, there we go. Hello, my name is Jemmy. My hobby is programming and I'm 12 years old. Yeah, so you can see that it works. Like so, hello, my name is, no, that doesn't make sense. You gotta have a comma after this. I'll just put it there. Would that make sense? Not really, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. Grammar is grammar. This is programming. Hello, my name is Jemmy. My hobby is programming and I am 12 years old. So you can see there that we can adapt this in multiple ways. It's very flexible. You can use this Json file for other stuff too. And yeah, at the end of this video, I will show you how to download a JSON file from an API and then store that JSON file into a Python list for further use. So yeah, let's get into that part. Okay, so I am moving on to my second part of code called Pokemon API.py, and this one is basically what the thing I was talking about. It was downloading the files from Poke API. I'm not sure, it's a website. I will leave a link to in the description below. But yeah, basically what it does, it just download the information from this website, and then we will store it into our list, Poke list. You can see right here, and I'll show you the website right now. I will be using this one for our video, so you can see it has 10 Pokemon. So this one, it has 10 Pokemon, and then each Pokemon there's the name, the URL of the Pokemon, and yeah, if you go into the URL, I'm pretty sure it's just like the information of the Pokemon. Let's see. Yeah, it's just all the information of the Pokemon, but we're not going to be focusing on the URL too much today. We're just going to be focusing on the name, and we're going to get all of these in a list inside of Python. So yeah, let's do it. So I will leave the link into this list in the description, as well as Poke.api. If you want to do like the whole thing, but I'm not going to be doing that today. I'm only going to be doing 10 because it is more shorter, and it's more simpler and more easier to work with overall. So yeah, I'm going to only be doing 10 today. So the first two code we want is we want to import requests and we want to import JSON. Request is used to get the information from the .api website into our Sublime text. So after that, we will create a list called Poke list, and it is empty right now. It's just 2 brackets. And then after that, we will basically make a URL. So this is the URL to store our API website in. And so URL equals requests.get, and then our URL pasted right in there inside of quotation marks. Yeah, and then after that, we will create a variable called data storage, and then this one will basically put where we put our all of this into. So this is like the variable to store all of this junk, or not junk, but just like all of that messy code that is not clean yet, or messy JSON data. And then after that, we will put it into a list. A list will put in json.load storage, data storage, which is this one. So it will load it inside of a list. And because this is still a string, data storage is a string, so we're gonna put it inside of a list. Okay, after that, we're going to once we have it in our list, we're going to just call out the name of the Pokemon, and we will call out for I in range 1, or not 1 actually. Let's do like 10 because we need 10 Pokemon, right? So for I in range 10, data a list results I name. So let me show you in more perspective what this is. So most of you would know what I is, right? It's like a number starts from 0, and it increases every time the list is ran until the list is over, or it is the list is snapped out or broken. So let's go look into here. So this is a polka data.json. It's kind of like this one I created, which was kind of like data.json that we created earlier together. I put all this information into a .json file to make it more clear and we can look at it better. So you can see here that there are four main topics: count, next, previous, and results. And then today we're going to be focusing on results, since results contains the name. So inside of our Polka.api, we say go into results, then go into the number, and then go into name. So let's look at that. So it goes into results, and then in each bracket there is a specific number that starts from 0. So this is bracket 0, bracket 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. So bracket 0, we will have name, and then in the name it will call out Bulbasaur, and that is how to call out Pokemon. And then after that, it will PokeList.insert into our list. So this is how to insert into a list, by the way. And then it will basically put it into the slot I, which is starting from 0 and increases to 9. And then after that, it will what it will put in is the data we collected, and data is this variable over here. So it will put in the data into our PokeList. And after that, it will just print out PokeList, and we should have all of the Pokemon inside of our list. There we go. You can see that we have Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, and Caterpie. These are all of the 10 Pokemon. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur. Yeah, you can see that it just stores our data into here. If you want to have more, I'm pretty sure you can by just like changing this to how much Pokemon you have, and then of course changing the URL into the URL you have. You can change the limit to like 100, right? So we can just open Google Chrome. I'm gonna just test it out for you guys really quick. So I'm going to store this inside of my I'm gonna search this up in Google. Okay, like so. Okay, now let's change the limit to like 20, right? Alright, now you can see that we have more Pokemon by just changing limit over here to 20, and then we have more Pokemon all the way to Eradicate. So yeah, let's just try this one out, I guess. It shouldn't be too much of a difficulty, since we just need to change the back URL and the range. And then after that, I'm pretty sure we should be good. Okay, so let's run it. As you can see, it goes all the way to Eradicate. You can increase this actually, and you can go all the way from to 100 from our URL. You can go to 100, and then you can store them all into the list, and you can use it for further use. All you gotta do is just change the URL and the range, and that is it. It's quite simple, and I hope you found something useful out of this video. And see you in the next one. Bye.